Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the SEO Club. Today, I have amazing Dani with me. I met her at Brighton. Her speech was fantastic, and it's so educational for anyone out there. Dani, thank you for accepting our invitation and willing to share your knowledge with us and our followers.
Thank you for having me at this podcast. I was really looking forward to it.
Can you shortly introduce yourself? I don't believe people don't know you, but just in case there is someone who didn't hear about you yet.
I'm Dani Leitner. I'm a Swiss SEO consultant living here in Zurich. I just went from agency life to solopreneur this August, so really fresh still. And I'm focused on the German DACH market, we call it. So Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. And one of my favorite topics, the one you were referring to that I talked to in Brighton, is topical authority.
Exactly. Topic clustering, very hot topic for all of us because it is sort of natural when you think about it, but we don't do it properly. We don't do keyword clustering. We don't do proper topic clustering. And I think it is a very important topic, especially in iGaming, when you think of all the affiliation, all the content we have out there, and many times just thrown out there on a website without thinking, without planning, without having categories and anything. So I'm very happy you are here to educate us on that. So can you very shortly explain to us what it keyword and topic clustering? What is it?
Topic clustering is actually just putting your keywords into packages to have them better clustered to write your content. And topical authority is when you have with your website the authority for one topic. So you're actually, in the eyes of Google and also in the eyes of the user, you're the expert in this topic. Maybe not in another one or another one, but in one topic. And it's really, the nice thing is it's really powerful for SEO and for ranking once you establish this authority on one specific topic. And yes, I think for affiliate, it's a really important topic because not everything is working anymore for affiliate marketing.
Absolutely. And I think this was quite well backed up by John Miller in the conference as well, let's be honest. So you are on the right track how to do this. So how not to do it? What are the main mistakes you ever seen people doing when they are trying to do topic clustering or keyword clustering or building up topical authority? What do they usually do that they think this is it, but it's not?
Normally they start with really good intentions. So like I will get topical authority and then they get confused. Let's say it like this over time. So you start searching, research a little bit, and then you go for the high volume keywords. You go from to where you think the money is. You can say so and really write this huge article and go too fast to the next topic. So like if you have a topic like I have a travel blog, which I'm actually doing affiliate, not very with getting a lot of money because Interrail closed their affiliate program and I'm Interrail topical authority, so not very helpful. But if you look at the travel niche and you say you make a travel blog, then you say like I'm going in for topical authority on travel. That's too big. Where do you start? Is it backpacking, luxury, interrailing like I have? So that's the first issue. You start too big. And then you start like, okay, well, I start a little bit smaller. I start with interrailing. And then you build your blog posts on interrailing and you get bored. And you think, well, maybe I just do a little bit also on backpacking. And then a little bit on like, well, I saw this affiliate program on hiking material. Let's do hiking. That's what I did. So that's the biggest mistake I actually see, that you don't stick to the topic or you choose the topic too broad. And then you're just getting over all the place.
Okay, so you become an expert in one, let's say luxury travel. But can you then, in a time when you are already an authority in this and you established as a well-known place, can you then add something to it? Then can you then do boutique hotels or or backpacking? Can you then add something to it and become an expert in that?
Depends on the topic. That's really important and how far away it is from your principal topic. If you have a luxury travel blog, going for backpacking is a contrarian.
Yeah,
That's
quite.
a really bad idea. better make a new travel blog on backpacking because it's just too far away. Boutique hotels might work because it's also some travel style that can be somehow not luxury, but it's like smaller hotels. So you might be able to do that. But I would really, really look closely on what to do. Especially, I don't know how much you know about the update, the core update that's now going on from Google, which is really attacking this parasite SEO, where
Oh
you
yes.
actually have your website with a high authority and put a new topic on top of it, which is not 100% related. And I think it's going more and more in this direction. And that's actually where topical authority gets more important.
Absolutely. I mean, Parasite SEO is very much abused in iGaming. It's either we put one article with a link on something like Sunday Times Ireland, or we buy a subdomain or buy a whole website and then add to a technology blog a little bit of betting. And this is very much abused. So I think the topical authority, if Google is going to go that way, is going to get more and more punished. We know that Google is going against Parasite ever since May. So, what does this mean for Parasite? Do you think in 2025 we will still see Parasite SEO, or will it disappear more and more and Google will be more punishing parasites because it will be rewarding really authoritative sites and their niche, in their niche, and understanding like you are a good website in this niche and we're going to reward you because you are not doing Parasite, you are not selling horrible places to Parasite, and you are not abusing Parasite, we're going to reward you? Or will it not care?
I think it's what Google is doing at the moment is like really manually punishing. So it's
Yes.
these big sites where they know, hey, you're using this domain authority with some subtopic, which is actually nice for affiliates because just thought this through because there are a lot of domains that have
Yeah.
high authority and just try to make some money with affiliates. And then these small affiliate blogs are not having any possibility in there anymore, which, well, there's a new place coming to be with your topical authority affiliate blog because this big can't go for that anymore. But I think it's difficult at the moment for Google to really decide is something parasite or not. Because imagine you have a travel blog about luxury and you add backpacking because you haven't thought about it that it's too far away. You didn't do it in the parasite intent. You did it because it's your blog and now you want to write about that. So that will be difficult for Google to say, hey, you get a manual action on this because you didn't actually do something wrong. It's your blog. You can write about two things. So, on the long run, Google will need to find a solution to not punish, but at least to say, well, this topic is too far away, we not rank you. So, that will be even more going into topical authority. If you want to get it for your site, you might better make a new website for a new topic because then it's really completely separated and it's easier for Google to differentiate.
Interesting. I mean, our industry abuses everything and anything, so there is lots of
Yeah.
parasite. Let's see what happens next year. Some websites do it extremely obviously, some try better. But I am not a huge fan of Parasite. I studied, I look into it, I evaluate it, obviously, I test it, but I'm not a huge fan because you have got affiliates that really try to provide a value and build up a good
Yeah.
affiliate product. And then there is someone outranks them because they abuse the rules and they break the
Yeah,
rules.
just because they have a huge domain authority where you as a small
Exactly.
blogger are like, I will never get there.
Exactly. How are you going to get there? So I think understanding what's the purpose of the website and then rewarding the sites they are doing it in a proper way with here topical authority and keyword clustering and topic clustering is the way forward. But I think for that Google will need a little bit more of algorithmic update because
Yeah.
manually they have no chance in hell to go through
No.
everyone who abuses it, because in a moment the industry has money, in our case gaming or adult, they are going to find a way how to bend the rules.
And we SEOs always find ways,
Oh no,
so
no, we are
we
there
always
to
did.
bend the rules and to break it. I think Google wouldn't be where they are without us, without breaking the
No.
rules. Oh no, no, we
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 are,
built Google. When you think of it, we built them.
we just show them where the bugs are.
Exactly. We always show them like, yeah, you can abuse this now. I wonder what's next. Okay, so on your travel blog, Do you support the content that you create with backlinks?
I did not. But I started with my travel blog. First of all, when I started, I didn't know about SEO. Then I started working in an agency, and the first thing I was working on was backlinks, like really
Okay.
traditional guest articles, outreach, and I hated it. So I was never doing it for my blog because I hated it so much, writing these cold emails to other bloggers to get some links. And I was just like, well, I don't won't do that. I did a little bit like some directories where my blog
Mhm.
could be and could be that people read it. I did some things on like social media to get a little bit more attention, not backlink building. And I then, with my interrailing, when I got topical authority, I attracted links. That's that, yes. But I
Mhm.
never really went for link building, which is not, I don't say that it's bad. I actually think it's a good idea if you do it very well. I do it, for example, for my SEO blog and SEO website. And there it's really brand building for me. And
Mhm.
that's where it's really, you can see the impact of that, and it's really a good thing to do if you do it right, not the 100 cold emails per day, and then because that's really tiring.
So how do you do it right? Because in iGaming we have, again, once when we have money we throw them out there many times. But what is a right link building for you? What would be a right link building approach for someone that is not from this, very different industry? How would you do it? Would it be the niche relevancy? Would it be the SEO value? Would it be the traffic? Would it be all together?
um, a little bit of all together. I mean, if it's your company and you're like me, a solopreneur or something, and you are doing the link building, it's, I would say it's really easy. If you're really interested in your topic, it's really easy to go out there, and the blogs you're reading, like for me about SEO on the Moss blog, Majestic, and everything, it's fairly easy to get out there and build my brand. And by building my brand, I get some links. So that's it. But it's also like if it's your client, it's something different
Yeah.
as well. And also for, but what I, for example, saw, because I have some guest blog posts on my travel blog, and I get a lot of inquiries, and there are a lot of, I tell no.
Mhm.
And from a blogger perspective, it's um, if it's something that doesn't have anything to do with travel, why would I want to publish it on my travel blog? What's the value it would add for my readers? So won't do that. Also, there are some people that just don't write back. If you think, yeah, I think that might work with that and that, but we would need to see how to squeeze it into really something for travelers, because that's my audience, and then you never get an answer. So, like, that's, if you're doing outreach, really look at the blogs, the brands, the magazines, and bring value to their audiences, because that's what I want on my blog. I want to add value to my audience, and everyone else wants normally to do that as well if it's a valuable link. Because if it's just a website that's just, yeah, well, you can have any link for 200, 500 euros, then for sure it's a website which has a lot of links and maybe be on the spam list of Google. So you need to also find where is your company really helpful and really useful for the audience, what is your topic, and where you can actually bring some value on the other page.
Fantastic. Would you use any forums such as Quora or Reddit for links? Would you do that to get some attention?
Depends a lot on your topic, because I have, for example, a client which is really, really tech, and it's for GPS and things like that. And there is a lot of discussion going on in these forums, because these are people that are trying to build some stuff at home and making some GPS thingies. And there it's actually really useful for the client to be present, and not so much from the link building perspective, but also from the answering the questions there and looking what questions they have, and like, hey, we actually have on our blog a post about a case study that's just solving what you want to solve, you can read it here. So that's really helping the client a lot to get more visibility.
Yes, I love Reddit. I love what they're doing with all the traffic, and people actually like to interact there. And now we're obviously going to see a lot of abuse from it as well. But it's still a fun
As
forum, and
always.
it's if you get the understanding of the community and you can speak to them and have a value, I think it's a nice place to use. Good. And as well, I wanted to talk about the growth of LLM. I think LLM is something that is becoming more and more predominant in 2025. And a lot of it is on brand. Like that's the first thing we can start to appear, right, in the overviews. That's the topical clustering and all of this that we're talking about. Is that going to help us to actually get visible with our brand or our products in the AI overviews and all the LLM search?
For sure. I mean, there are two topics. There's one, the brand mentions. And here, I think what's really important, the part of topical authority that I said with going out there and building your brand. Because all these tools search on the web, but not just on your website. So you don't want to just control what's on your website, but also control where you are and where they talk about you. And when you get more visibility for your brand, you're also more visible for the LLMs. And then on the other side, we have like the informational content. If you say you want to be in an LLM to have to be the source for them for their answers. And here all of these tools are backed up by a search engine. They need to go and search to get you to give you the answer. If they put links, if they just read from their books that they have read and stop there, no. But if they really search the web, they need to have a search engine on the other side that really crawls the web, that ranks the web, that says like that's the best, that's the second, that's the third. And all of this is still true for LLMs. So if you want to be really considered with LLMs, you should be on the top rankings as well. And if you have, because an LLM normally it's an answer and it gets together a lot of information to give their answer. If you have a lot of information on one topic out there, it's more realistic that you actually get your mentions because it's just like, well, I can take this from this blog post, this from this, and this from your information. And well, everything of this information I got from your site, so I link it because I think the future of LLMs will go from giving the source as well, because that's, I think, the biggest argument at the moment. Like they just steal content, but I think in the future it will be more sources and more links from LLMs as well, just to be safe.
But we already see that when you do something at ChatGPT, for example, and you like write about esports, for example, that's very well covered. It gives you where it got the information. So ChatGPT is
Yeah.
already starting, and that wasn't true a few months back. So I think you're absolutely
No,
right that the
no.
source will be quoted, and more there is about that topic, and more you are present, more you are authority on that topic, bigger chance you have. Now back to Parasite SEO. Does Parasite SEO have a place or a chance with LLMs? Because it sounds like basically they would not have a chance to rank if this is the logic behind it of being a source and being mentioned around the web. And then, if you have just like one page somewhere that is ranking extremely well, you probably don't have a chance. But that's just my thinking. What do you think?
That depends a lot, but because a lot of these parasites have built also not just one article, but really a little bit topical authority as well.
Mhm.
And of course, not every of these LLMs takes Google
Yeah.
as its algorithm and its search engine. And I'm not sure how about the other search engines, how they actually say like, well, you're parasite, we don't want you. So if it's just a Google thing that's implementing this and looking at promoting more the small sites, the really topical authority sites. And for example, Bing, which is, I think, the background of ChatGPT because they have the
Yep.
cooperation. And Bing is not, and they are still ranking high, then of course they have still a chance for the LLMs. I never thought about that, but of course,
No,
because you
the
always
question
need to
was very
think what's
inspired with
back
what
then.
we just talked about. So I was
Yeah.
just wondering, like, could it? Because if they have, because a lot of what they do in iGaming is just one pager with lots of Go links for affiliates. So I don't think they have a chance. But if you actually bought the website and slowly turning it into casino affiliate, maybe there is a chance. I think we will see in
Mm,
2025. Fantastic.
yeah, yeah.
Any last words on anything we need to remember on topical authority, on clustering, on keyword clustering, topic clustering, anything you want people to really remember from this video? That one important thing.
Um, yeah, bringing everything we talked actually together. If you want to get topical authority on your topic, get really, really deep and answer the really small questions also that nobody maybe is answering. Not focus on the search volume only, like, well, I'm just writing the high search volume. Really go down to the ground of the topic, because that's obviously brings you also a chance to appear in LLMs, because maybe you're the only one answering this question. And you really show your expertise, because that's what I also said in Brighton. If we want to show somebody our expertise, we don't start by saying, let's take SEO. We don't start by saying you need to optimize your H1. Well, who knows if the other person is the expert or not, because everyone can say that. So the deeper and more smaller questions and problems you answer, the more you show your expertise. And I think that's something really everybody should have in mind if they really want to be an authority for a topic.
Okay, so topical authority really goes well with EAT principles, and they're going to be more and
Yes.
more important next year. So don't just think that EAT is author and link profile, LinkedIn profile. That's not it anymore. That's not it
No.
anymore. But people still confuse that. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing your information. This was wonderful,
Thank you for
and I
having
hope
me. I really enjoyed it.
I hope we'll get you back next year in 2025 to talk more about how to build all of this into a strategy.
That would be great. And maybe we can see next year what happened with the Parasite and
Oh,
what more will
yes. Yeah,
happen.
let's see. Let's monitor that. Thank you so much.